Welcome to JD's Prep. So for the next few questions, we have this topographic map, which is given in our answer booklet. Our first question is, they're asking us to fill in the southern portion of the 200-meter contour line, which we see we have kind of the northern portion of that line here. And so we need to draw in the contour line on the rest of the map. So in order to draw this contour line, you want your line to go through the points that say 200 and to go in between the points on either side of 200. So we have 200 here, we're going to go in between right here, 200 there, in between 180 and 240 here, and above 175 through 200 there, and approximately over there. Your line is going to look something like that. Next, we're asked to, on this grid here, construct a topographic profile, which is essentially kind of showing us the cutout. We know that from line A, B, we are going to go up in elevation and then down. So we're going to want to see some sort of curve like that, but at the right scale. So you're going to plot all the places where the contour lines cross the line AB onto this profile, and we want to make sure that it's at the appropriate distances, the appropriate scale. So the line AB and the line AB here should be the same. Using a scrap piece of paper or a ruler, you should be able to space it out appropriately. I'm going to have to ballpark it a little bit more than you guys do on a on my tablet here, but a good kind of starting point here is about right about halfway is that point right there where it crosses 500, and then we'll fill in the rest of the data points, which I'll do right now, which will look something like that, and then we're going to connect them with a line looking something like this. The next question is asking us to calculate the gradient between points C and D, which are right here. I have brought up the formula for gradient from your reference tables. So we need to calculate the change in field value. So the difference, and we'll just take the absolute value for these purposes, between the elevation at C is 600 meters and at D it's 300 meters. So it's going to be a difference of 300. And the distance, if you take a ruler and measure this distance and then compare it with here, you will see that it is about 4 kilometers. So our gradient should be 75 meters per kilometer. Since we've been asked to calculate between point C and D, you could say from point C to D and use the change in field value as negative 300, which would just give us a negative gradient value with the same value. Either is acceptable in this case. And lastly, we're asked to identify the compass direction towards which Kimbrook flows. Kimbrook is right here. So it's going to start right here. It's going to flow downhill towards the ocean. This is our kind of compass indicator here. So that is going to flow to the northeast. We're also asked to describe the evidence shown on the map that indicates the water flows downhill in that compass direction. So we can see that the contours are decreasing in elevation there. We have these little V's where the contour lines cross the brook. That's an interesting piece of evidence, and certainly the brook is going towards the ocean or sea level right here. All right, thank you for using JD's Prep.